You think you know me, think you got it mapped. Country boy facade, but my mind been trapped between these dusty roads and the block I claim. Two worlds pulling hard, got my soul in pain. Mud on my boots, but I walk with heat. Backwoods wisdom meeting urban street. You asking questions that I can't define. Which life is real, which one is mine? Where I belong, where I belong. Tell me where I belong, where I belong, where I belong. Dirt road calling, but the city's strong. Where I belong, where I belong, where I belong. Granddaddy's land versus corner store dreams. Ain't nothing simple when you're stuck between truck bed parties and the late night schemes. Fishing line casting, but I'm chasing cream. You keep on asking why I can't just choose, but you ain't never had to walk these shoes. Split personality, I'm torn in two. Which side is fake, which side is true? Where I belong, where I belong. Tell me where I belong, where I belong, where I belong. Dirt road calling, but the city's strong. Where I belong, where I belong, where I belong. Maybe I ain't gotta pick a side. Maybe both these worlds can coincide. Country heart with an urban mind. Lead the past and future intertwined. You keep asking, but the answer's clear. I belong wherever I decide to steer. Moonshine sipping with my city crew. Barbecue sauce on my interview. Code switching daily just to make it through. You think I'm faking, but this life is true. Two-lane highways meet the interstate. Different languages, but the same debate. You want me boxed in, want me categorized, but I'm both worlds, I ain't gonna hide. Where I belong, where I belong. Tell me where I belong, where I belong, where I belong. Dirt road calling, but the city's strong. Where I belong, where I belong, where I belong. I belong wherever I'm strong. Where I belong, where I belong, where I belong.